So for this one, instead of like doing 24 hours straight, I think I'm going to get a timer up on my phone and I'm just going to stop it and start it whenever I'm reading, because I do have a few things to do. Like I'm writing my second chapter of my dissertation at the minute, and tomorrow I'm going out with my friend for coffee, so that'll be nice. So let's reset my phone timer and do get 24 hours up. So got it all book-wise. I haven't got the book with me, it's downstairs, but I am currently reading Just Said Crown, and I have about 200 pages left of that, so I want to get that read. And also buddy reading First Time Caller, which I also want to get read. And yeah, I'm only 100 pages into this, so you can't really see where I am, but I'm enjoying it, and it's a quick read and it's an audiobook, so I can do other things with it. Then over here we have got my August TBR, so this might run into August, because it's the 29th of July right now. But I'm in a really like summer weenie mood, so I've got Clown in a Cornfield, got The Housemaid, I've also got Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson, which is there, so I could read that. And then from the library, also downstairs, not the library downstairs, I got from the library, but they're downstairs, Spy Family Volume 2, 3 and 4, because I've got number 1, but I've not read 2, 3 and 4. So I've got those to read, and I also picked up Is It Rouge by Mona something. So yeah, lots of choices, but my current focus is Just Said Crown and maybe First Time Caller, and then we'll see from there. But I will obviously update you. But yeah, time to start the timer. I hope this, I don't know whether to stopwatch it or timer it. I feel like timer might be better. So timer, 24 hours, start. See you when I finish reading some of Just Said Crown.
Jerome dropped his eyes, and Merrick let himself believe he saw him.
I thought I would check in because it's been a few hours and I did not pause that. I was just checking the timer and I didn't pause it for the last 10 minutes, but it's fine. It's 10 minutes, it's fine. But I am at 21 hours and 32 minutes. So I've read for about about 2.5 hours today. Not a lot, but I do only have 50-ish pages. Is it 50 pages? I have this much left. Like this much left. I'm on page 556 of... I have about 100 pages left. I have exactly 100 pages. I have exactly 100 pages left of this. So I'm just obsessed with how pretty it is. Like, there's no need for this amount of prettiness. But yeah, I'm gonna read this, and I've got M&Ms. It's definitely too late to eat M&Ms, but I'm gonna eat some anyway, and hopefully finish this. But 5-star views, I'm worried. 5-star vibes. I'm worried about everyone right now. It's not looking good for our characters, but I'm hoping the next 100 pages will get a happily ever after. I don't know. I obviously want to keep everything spoiler free because it's the second in a duology. So shit is going down, but it'll be okay. And I'll let you know my final spoiler-free thoughts when I've done. But yeah, I thought I would catch up with you guys at 21 and a half hours left. Hello. So I have finished Just Said Crown. I finished it this morning, but I'm very low energy today, so I didn't get back to you in time. I think I finished it at like 19 hours 20 left on my timer, so like took me like 5 hours, just under 5 hours to finish, which was fun. And infinite stars, it was so good. It was sad. I shed a tear. I shed many a tear. I was on the edge of my seat. It was so good. If you haven't read the series, you need to go do it now. It is obviously now finished because it's a duology and both books are out. It is an Egyptian inspired fantasy duology where there's like lots of different politics involved. It is like romantasy, but like romantasy to like knife to throat. They are like enemies to lovers, like enemies. It's also like quite slow burn, which I like. I love a slow burn. And yeah, there's some amazing side characters. I love Marek and I love Sefer. They both have my heart. And yeah, you need to read it. Check it out immediately. The timer is on 1803, which you will realise is a lot less than 19 hours 20, and that's because I have continued reading First Time Caller. This is a buddy read with my friend G over at G's Book Nook, and she's very cute. I love her. We're friends outside of Bookstagram, and I'm trying to show you my bookmark that I'm using, which my friend Isaac got me, and it's not focusing, but it is Jesus, and it says, "Is this smart?" Which is very funny. So yeah, I'm 184 pages into First Time Caller, which is like chapter 16. Yeah. And I love it. I love it. It's really fun because I'm listening to it on audiobook. I ended up finishing Just Said Crown physically because I just think it's nice. Like, I knew it was going to be one of my favourite books. I think it might have been my favourite book of the year. And I like to read that physically if I have that 5-star feeling, because sometimes audiobooks I can like skip the details and stuff, but I think with romance it's not too bad. But yeah, it's very chill, it's very cute. I'm listening to it on audiobook, and that's really fun because it's like a radio show. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. While I may not have moved much in the past however many hours, I have finished, it was upside down, First Time Caller, which I really enjoyed. It's very cute. I gave it 4 stars. I definitely liked the first half better than the second half, but that's always the same with romance books. I just love the build up. I'm a sucker for a slow burn, so obviously the build ups for me is more fun. My brain's not working, and I'm not saying what I want to say, but I'm giving this 4 stars, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So that's like 2 books finished in one day, like on the same day. Obviously not in 24 hours, because we do still have, I don't know if you can see because my phone's like low battery, 15 hours and 60, you can see yourself, hello, 15 hours and 16 minutes left, so quite a bit of time. So in like less than 10 hours we've finished a book, read about half a book and read almost a full book. And next I'm gonna pick up Not Quite Dead Yet, because I pre-ordered this. I pre-ordered the special edition. Not my favourite sprayed edges, but like fits with the theme of the book. But yeah, it just looks like I'm just ahead. I'm gonna read this. It should be fairly quick to read, but I do want to enjoy it because I pre-ordered it, and I've got this awful thing of pre-ordering books but then not reading them as soon as they come out. Even though this hasn't been out for long, I'd say a couple of weeks. It came out on the 17th of July and it's the 31st today. In my clip yesterday I said that it was the 29th. It wasn't, it was the 30th. I don't know what day it is. But yeah, I'm gonna read this. I do have the ebook version as well from my library, so I might read that on my Kindle instead. Just because, like, I love hardbacks on my shelf, but reading hardbacks physically, it's just a bit of a pain. But I might try it, and then, because the writing's quite big, like it's not small writing, so I might be alright. It's just effort, you know. But I do like the inside cover. And this one, if you don't know what it is Holly Jackson's first adult thriller, and it says, in 7 days Jet Mason will be dead. Jet is 27 years old, having never left Woodstock, Vermont. She's still waiting for her life to begin. I'll do it later, she always says. She has time. Until on the night of Halloween, Jet is violently attacked by an unseen intruder. She suffers a catastrophic brain injury. The doctor is certain that within a week she'll be killed by a severe aneurysm. Jet never thought of herself as having enemies, but now she looks at everyone in a new light. Her family, her ex-best friend turned sister-in-law, her former boyfriend. She has just 7 days, and as her condition deteriorates, she has only her childhood friend Billy for help. But nevertheless, she's absolutely determined to finally finish something. Jet is going to solve her own murder. Which I think sounds so good. I'm so excited. So I'll let you know when I know a bit more. But how many pages is this one? Not that it matters, but I would like quite a good page count for this. It would be nice without having to look at it. And I always like seeing how many pages are in a book, but then I don't want to spoil it. So 422, so not too long. Good length. We love this. We love this. But yeah, I'll get reading and update you when I can. But yeah, still feeling low on energy today. It is like 5 PM now though, so not much of the day left. I would check in because it's like just about to hit halfway through the challenge, and we've got 12 hours 35 minutes left. And obviously I've read First Time Caller and I've read Just Said Crown, and this morning I have not really been, well, I read when I first woke up, but I am halfway through Not Quite Dead Yet, and the actual like almost murder happens literally in the first chapter, which like I was guessing was going to happen like early on, but I wasn't expecting it to like get into it that quickly. I'm enjoying it to an extent. I'm not sure how I feel about it. The narrator is really irritating. I hate her, but I get she's supposed to be unlikable, but I figured like with some unlikable characters they become likable, but I still don't like her. Like, she's been told she's got 7 days to live. If she actually dies, which I think she will, this isn't a spoiler, this is just what she gets told within, like, it's literally on the blurb. But if she dies within these 7 days, I don't think I'll care. And that's kind of bad. But I don't care. I do want to know who's murdered her though, which is why I'm reading on. But it's just very heavy on the medical stuff, and I have a lot of like medical anxiety. I don't like it. It makes it. I really don't like medical stuff. But I really like Holly Jackson's writing, and that's why I'm continuing. But it is reading quite quickly. Like I've only got half left, and I think I'll probably finish it today. Like I'll try finish it today. I do need to do some university work though, because I'm very behind on that, and it is due literally a month today. That has just sunk in a little bit. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Like, no, I'm not really enjoying it. I'm not sure how I feel. I'm not hating it. I'm not loving it. It's in at like a 3.5. Could be a 4. But the characters are really annoying me. Like, I just don't care. Like, I care about the murdery, finding out who's murdered her, or like attempted to murder her. But like the actual characters, I don't care, and I think she's really mean and rude. I don't like her. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling. That's what I'm up to. I'll probably update you next, probably when I've finished it, because obviously I can't spoil anything that's happening. But yeah, I'll probably update you when I finish this, or when a significant amount of time's gone. I have finished Not Quite Dead Yet, and it is a new day. The timer is at like 10:15 I think now, so 10 hours 15 minutes left, and yeah, that's where we're up to. I've literally just finished this, so like my head's still a mess. I'm still trying to piece everything together. I think it's gonna be like a 4 stars. I did really enjoy it, but some of the ending I predicted, not like the whole thing, but some of it, so like I kind of pieced it together. But I think that's just because I know how Holly Jackson writes and how she does her kind of reveals and stuff. I enjoyed it, and it was definitely one that I didn't realise I was enjoying. I don't know if you guys ever get this, but sometimes when I'm reading a book, I hate that I'm enjoying it. Like, I want to hate it, but I'm enjoying it. Do you know what I mean? So like, I found myself like when I wasn't reading this, thinking about it and like trying to piece it together and thinking about the characters and stuff, and it had an impact on my emotions when I wasn't reading it. Like, I was feeling sad. I was like, she's gonna die. Like, because you told she has 7 days to live, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna die. Like, that's actually really sad, and like got me all in my feels. But I don't know if that's just me. That's quite an emotional person. But yeah, I enjoyed it. 4 stars. I think with regards to other Holly Jackson stuff, Good Girl's Guide to Murder is still at the top. Then I think maybe this one or Rachel Price are tied, and then 5 Survive. But I think I really enjoyed like her transition to adult. I think it's definitely more new adult. I don't think there's that much difference, apart from maybe, I don't know, because if you told me this is YA, I think the only thing that doesn't make this YA is the fact that it's maybe a little bit gruesome and she's 27. But I do think that some of the stuff in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, especially the 2nd and 3rd book, are definitely darker than some of the stuff in here. But I did like her transition, and it didn't feel too like forced, like she kept her narrative voice, I guess. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it, big fan. So I'm going to add that to the shelves, and then we'll see what we have to pick next. So I've got 10 hours, so like I feel like I could get through 2 more books then. I'm not quite sure. I don't know whether to pick. I'm definitely not feeling another thriller, like my brain hurts from this. So I might go romance. I keep looking over there because my August TBR is there, which I have posted now, so you will already have seen that, or if you haven't, go check it out. I'll just take you over there actually. This is the TBR. So here we've got Clown. Why is it being weird? We've got Clown in Cornfield, Housemaid. I'm not really feeling those two because they're like thrillery horror. I am thinking maybe the 7:10 split because it's quite short. Also, I saw The Switch. I think I have on audiobook from my library. I do definitely need to get to Rebel Hearts this month because I've got this is the arc and I need to review it, but then also I don't need to review it till the end of the month. I've been thinking about In the Weeds, but I did just recently finish a BK Borison. Then like these I'm not feeling. I'm like, oh, you can't even see. Funny Story and The Guess. The Guess definitely not, because again, thrillery. Funny Story maybe, because I've had it on my TBR for so long. And then Atmosphere I did pre-order, so I don't know if I've mentioned in this that I want to make sure I'm reading my pre-order books like soonish from when they came out. Obviously this one I think came out in June, so it's been a few months, but I don't want to have it sit on my shelf if I pre-ordered it, because at that point I don't need to pre-order it. So maybe I'll get Atmosphere, and between Atmosphere, the 7:10 split and the Switch, I might keep doing some university work, have like a decompress from Not Quite Dead Yet, and then like see how I'm feeling from there. Yeah, I think I'll do that, and I'll come back to you when I've chosen. Or maybe I'll put it on Instagram actually and see what other people choose. I might do a choose my next read. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a choose my next read, and we'll see what the people have chosen. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Not Quite Dead Yet. And we've got 10 hours left. So I'm going to have to be quiet because it's actually like 11:15 and my parents are asleep. But I haven't updated you, but Atmosphere won out of, I think it was the 7:10 split and the Switch by Beth O'Leary, and Atmosphere won, which is no surprise to anyone because it came out recently and it's got really good reviews. I think the average on Goodreads is like 4 point something, but yeah, I got the audiobook for this. Well, I started reading it physically and then I was kind of fed up of reading because I'd been sat at my laptop all day, so I did some crochet and I accidentally only have 100 pages left. Bearing in mind I have been listening to this for like all evening. But yeah, I think on the audiobook, so I listen to things on 2 times speed because I'm just a little crazy like that. Yeah, I can't really like, I don't follow it when it's 1 time speed because my brain will just like switch off, but it says I have 56 minutes and 57 seconds left, so just under an hour left. I'm not going to listen to it anymore today, but on my big timer I have 6 hours, whoa, you can see yourself, 6 hours and 45 minutes left, so this will take us to about like 5 hours left. I am really liking it. I didn't realise that this was sapphic when I picked it up. The marketing that I've seen for this was very much just Spacewoman, and I just assumed they would be straight because I was going to say Taylor Jenkins Reid has been straight, but 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo It's not straight. But it was a happy surprise. I was very, very happy about this. There's been some gut-wrenching quotes, and I think it's going to make me cry at the end. Like, I can guess where it's going to go. But can we talk about how stunning the cover is? So pretty. But yeah, I don't want to keep talking because I don't want to wake anyone up, but I'm enjoying it, and I think at the minute it's like a 4-star read. I can't imagine it'd go up to a 5-star read because the majority of it is 3 to 4 stars, just because I think it could be a 5-star read if I had been slower with it, but I also quite enjoy that, like, it's been quite a quick read. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I've got through it really quickly, and how pretty are the edges. But yeah, I might read it a little bit physically in bed, so I might get a little bit further, but I'm really tired, so I'll probably just fall asleep. So, I finished Atmosphere. This was so good. I wasn't expecting, like, I was expecting to like it because it was Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I knew it would probably be like 4 stars. But because I went into this pre-blind, I just knew it was about an astronaut, like a physicist, and I didn't realise it was sapphic, which I think I said in the last clip, which was a lovely surprise. I didn't appreciate it being sad lesbians, which is one of my favourite genres. Our Wives Under the Sea. Most lesbian books are sad, but I wasn't expecting it to be this sad, and yeah. Taylor Jenkins Reid, how dare you? If you've read this book, you know what I mean. I genuinely, for the last like 30 pages or so, I just didn't breathe. My heart stopped. It was so good. It's definitely like full of emotion. I also enjoyed the relationship with Frances, I think it is, her niece. I thought that was a really nice like subplot. That's this done, and I also have like quite a bit of time left because I was listening to most of this on audiobook on like 2 to 2.5 speed, just because that's how I can comprehend it, just because my brain works quite fast. We have quite a bit of time left. I think it's just under 6 hours. Let me get the timer up. Yeah, it's 5 hours 49. So we've got a good amount left. I would think probably time for another book. But I'm not sure how to choose. So we are still using this pile here, which is my August TBR. But I might just like random number generate it. Should we go over there? I'll get a random number generator up. We've got 710 Split, we've got The Switch, we've got Clown in a Cornfield, Housemaid, Rebel Hearts, In the Weeds, Dream on Ramona Riley, Funny Story, and The Guest. So basically majority romance and a few thriller horror. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books in total. So I don't know if you can see this. And I'll just blind generate some and stop. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rebel Hearts. Okay. Rebel Hearts by Tanya Byrne. It's about 2 young activists, and they're both online activists. One's the founder of a popular group, Out of Time, and the other one is a sustainability influencer called Green Girl Pearl. And yeah, it's by the same author of After Love and In the Shallows. I haven't read In the Shallows or After Love, but both are supposed to be really good. And I was sent this by Hodder and Pride as part of Pride Book Tours on Instagram. So I'm very excited for it. It's another 350-ish pages and it's YA, so it should be quite fun. But yeah, seem to be having quite a lot of fun reads. It's almost as if I picked a really good TBR this month. But yeah, I'll let you know when I've got into it. a little bit more what it's about and what the characters are like. I didn't update you when I finished this because I finished it at night, and then yesterday I spent the day out, as you can probably tell by how sunburnt I am. I wasn't expecting it to be sunny, I was expecting it to be raining. But yeah, I finished Rebel Hearts. I'm going to give it 3 stars. I don't know if I actually updated you throughout any of this, but I basically just sat, listened to it and binged it while crocheting, which I did finish my friend's crochet. I don't like it, but she's happy with it, so that's all that matters. And yeah, so this is about 2 young activists. There is one who kind of does more like peaceful protests and runs a group called Out of Time, and then there's Pearl, who she is more of like an online activist, so she just does a lot of like social media activism, raising awareness. And then there's also a 3rd character in this who is like an ex-influencer who's kind of had an awakening, and she's decided to be involved with activism instead and kind of reflect on how she used to go through a lot of like fast fashion, and how a lot of like her PR products for like makeup, she was just kind of like using them once and then like throwing them away, doing lots of like, you know, like Shein and ASOS orders just for like a video and then never really wearing them, that sort of thing. And yeah, so it centres around these 2, well, it centres around Ren and kind of her experience, and her mum's like an influential politician. I don't know if she's the Prime Minister, I don't think she is, I think she might just be like a politician, and she kind of brought Ren up as an activist, but then there's lots of like, it does go into like the different types of activism. It did feel a little preachy at times, but I feel like it's just because it's YA, maybe like a YA audience might not know some of that, so I do like it, and I like how it kind of encourages people to get in, like young people to get involved in activism, and how it's really important. But I think that towards the end it took a turn that I wasn't really interested in. It kind of started to focus on this weird, like, it felt like a cult. That like this Melissa, the ex-influencer, kind of, it felt like a bit of a cult. I don't want to spoil it because it is a new release, but it felt like a cult, and it took a weird turn that I wasn't expecting. It also ended quite abruptly. Like there was a big confrontation at the end, and then the next chapter it was kind of like in the future type thing, and then it just ended. But for that, it is getting 3 stars. I think it is a good book, it just wasn't for me, sort of thing. Like, I'm not the target audience apart from it being a sapphic YA. Yeah, 3 stars, not a bad book at all. 3 stars is, I enjoyed reading it, but just something I probably won't pick up again, and I would encourage other people to read. But that, my friends, is the end of the 24-hour reading vlog. So when I finished this, I had about 2 hours left on there, and I could try like get some pages in, but I'm not going to finish anything in that 2 hours. And quite frankly, I'm slumping a little bit because I've read quite a lot of books in the space of a few days. So it is now Tuesday, but I technically finished this on Sunday, so I think I started this on Thursday. So in 4 days I have read a whopping 5 books. It's quite a lot, like it's quite a chunky stack. I have read, I will go through them. From the last book I read was Rebel Hearts, which I gave 3 stars, and this is a YA sapphic romance. I've got Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I gave 5 stars originally, but I think I might give it 4 or 4.5, which is another like slice of life but in the 80s, surrounding an astronaut and some family drama and a sapphic romance. Then I have Holly Jackson's Not Quite Dead Yet, which I think I'm going to give 4 stars. This is Holly Jackson's first adult thriller, and it's about a lady who gets attacked on the night of Halloween, and she wakes up and she's got 7 days to live, and she takes those 7 days to try and solve her own murder. Then we've got First Time Caller, which I did originally have start with 100 pages in, and this is a straight romance about a radio host and a first time caller, and kind of about love and like what you're looking for, and it's very cute. There's some like family dynamics in here, and I think I'm going to give that one a 4 stars as well. Then my favourite book possibly of the year and a new all time is The Jessed Crown. I did start this vlog when I was already quite a way through into this. I think I was about halfway through, and it's quite a chunky book. I think it's like 600 pages, so I read a good like 300ish pages in this vlog, and this is the second book to the Scorched Throne duology, which is a Egyptian inspired fantasy, and it's very enemies to lovers, nice knife to throat, and it has some of the most beautiful quotes, and honestly, if you haven't read this duology, get on it now. So I think that's quite a successful reading vlog, and I did really enjoy having the 24-hour reading timer. It did make me consciously pick up books and during that time not be scrolling on my phone. I learnt that I do read in like sporadic bursts rather than sitting down. Unless I'm listening to an audiobook, I sit down and just listen to it, whereas when I am reading physically, it's very sporadic bursts, and maybe that's something I need to work on, to like just sit down and read, and that's what I'm doing for the day, or like for a few hours. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I will definitely be doing more of these if you enjoyed it as well. But if you have made it this far, give me a little like timer or clock emoji in the comments just to see who got this far. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, do give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more challenges like this. But yeah, that's everything with my 5 books done. That's my challenge done. So bye.